We have team coverage with the crew on the ground near Frank Lloyd Wright and Scottsdale Road, and we're learning new details about exactly who was on that plane. We start tonight with our Lillian Donahue, who has been on the ground since about 3 o'clock this afternoon, right after that crash. Lillian, what have you learned so far?
Well, finally, after hours, the airport is open back up to planes. We finally saw some planes touching down here on the tarmac. We've been out here for roughly 7 hours today. And, you can see the plane is still out here as crews were investigating for hours later. We know that the National Transportation Safety Board is on the ground investigating, looking into exactly what happened here. The moment a Learjet veered off the runway after touching down at Scottsdale Airport. The plane hit a Gulfstream jet and lodged in just behind its right wing.
It appears that the left main gear failed upon landing, resulting in the accident.
Immediately, the Scottsdale Fire Department and other local agencies jumped in. Unfortunately, they found a person dead in the plane. EMS brought 3 other passengers to the hospital with injuries. They helped a 5th person on site who declined further treatment. The fire department also said they had to make sure that this crash didn't threaten anyone else in the area.
We brought in additional hazmat units to clear the buildings, surrounding buildings, and get it all clear in those structures.
Those who work around the airport told me today they heard the tires pop and a loud bang before even realizing the severity of the crash. Everyone who's come by this area tonight sad to find out someone lost their life.
On behalf of the city of Scottsdale, the Scottsdale Airport, our thoughts and prayers for the individuals on the aircraft. It's certainly a tragedy that occurred.
And Scottsdale's Mayor Lisa Borowski echoed that sentiment along, adding, quote, "We will keep all affected by this tragedy in our prayers. I would also like to thank our first responder community for their quick action and service in this situation." We're, of course, going to keep you up to date throughout our newscast tonight and online. In Scottsdale, Lillian Donahue, Arizona Tonight.
Our ABC 15 investigators have been digging into this crash all night and found out that plane that crashed is registered to Chromed in Hollywood LLC, based out of Franklin, Tennessee. Now, the president is Vince Neil, a singer and the frontman of the rock band Mötley Crüe. Tonight, Mötley Crüe tweeted saying the plane carried a pilot, a co-pilot, and 2 passengers. Vince Neil was not on that plane. This is an updated tweet from the information that band shared earlier on X. And new tonight, ABC News obtained the air traffic audio from the tower. The moment that crash happened, you hear air traffic controllers telling all the planes arriving to go around.
69, go around. 47, start a climb, go around. 1 Alpha Juliet, start a climb, go around. I'll call your crosswind turn.
Arizona Tonight also got audio from the ground, and you can hear the air traffic controllers asking about the number of souls on board.
Okay, confirming our airport is confirmed hard shutdown.
Confirmed hard shutdown, souls on board.
Copy. Can you originate where the aircraft came from and give me a number of souls on board?
Unknown souls on board.
This crash, as you know, is just the latest in a string of deadly plane incidents across the nation. Our Faye Fredericks is tracking some of those other crashes that have made headlines in recent weeks.
Javier, starting with that mid-air collision between a passenger plane and a military Black Hawk helicopter that left nearly 70 people dead last month in Washington, D.C. The NTSB confirming all major wreckage from the crash has been recovered. This is new video showing investigators examining remnants of the crash. We expect a preliminary report from the NTSB by the end of the month. We're also expecting a report on what caused another crash into a Philadelphia neighborhood last month, killing 7 people. We know the black box from that plane is being examined. Back here in Arizona, the NTSB has released a preliminary report on what went wrong leading up to a plane crash at Falcon Field in Mesa that left 5 people dead in November. Report says the aircraft overran the runway before striking the perimeter fence. A final report has not yet been released. Worth noting, tomorrow at Luke Air Force Base in the West Valley, they will be simulating a plane crash to train first responders for the real thing. So don't be alarmed if you see emergency crews in the area. Javier?